welcome to Blu-ray Voyage, where we are on a journey to find, watch, and discuss VHS movies on DVD that we've never seen or never knew existed. I'm Devin.
I'm Matthew.
And today's episode, we're going to watch
Pulp Fiction.
In today's episode of VHS Voyage, we're going to talk about what might be one of the most horrendous piece of shit movies that I think we've seen in the history of VHS Voyage. And that movie is Pulp Fiction. Now, here's the funny thing about this movie. Neither me or Devin have ever heard of this movie before. Somebody recommended it to us and said it was like one of the best movies ever made by some guy named Quesadilla Tarantula or some shit like that. Before we start talking about this pile of garbage, Devin, hit us with some facts and information.
Okay, this is directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Is that how you pronounce his name? Dude, his name is so weird. Is he like British or something?
They have normal names. It's written by Rogar Averar as well. It's written by Quentin Tarantino and Rogar Averar.
Okay.
I don't know who the that is. This is the 6th most reviewed movie of all time in the history of IMDb. Don't know how that's possible with over 2 million reviews. Would you like to guess the score?
Dude, this is going to be a tricky one, man. I'm going to go out on a limb. I know people like this movie, but I just don't understand how anybody could like this movie. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say 2.5.
1.6.
1.6? Damn, that's even worse than I thought it was going to be.
I'm crying because of how bad it is. Okay, Rotten Tomatoes audience and critic is available.
All right. Rotten Tomatoes, I'm going to say -40.
Yeah, I didn't even know the scale went to that.
Holy shit, I actually got it right for once.
Yeah.
User score, I'm going to say 1.2.
92.
92? What?
-40 to 92. It's got to be the biggest difference ever on Rotten Tomatoes.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It does not. It is not. How can you have negative tomato in the world of science? Okay, cast. This stars...
Is it that funny of a cast?
It's pretty funny. It's a good one. It's a good one. It stars James Corden, Pauly Shore, Jaden Smith.
That's a hell of a cast already.
Oh, there's more.
There's more.
Hulk Hogan, Carrot Top, Santa Claus, Tom Hanks, and my grandma.
Wow.
Yeah, my grandma, she plays the Gimp. That's your mom.
Oh, shit. My mom played the Gimp in this movie?
Because my grandma would be your mom.
He's right.
James Corden said his work in this was what inspired the hit YouTube show Carpool Karaoke.
Sounds like this is going to be a shocking fact.
Dude,
everybody.
when I read this, I was like, what? Okay. Like, how is that even? I don't even think that's illegal. The Gimp became so popular in pop culture that they actually turned it into a balloon at the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade.
Dude, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, but that's for like families.
I know. I remember seeing that on TV and I was thinking, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And it had an appendage like hanging out of its crotch area.
Yeah, and I think it swung down and killed a few people. Quentin Tarantula, as you said earlier, said he originally wanted O.J. Simpson for Jules because he gave off killer vibes.
That's, that actually makes sense.
And then a few years later, he proved it. Quesadilla Tomahawk said he originally wanted Finn Wolfhard for the role of Vincent Vega, but then he realized he wasn't even born yet.
Bro, Finn Wolfhard. I don't see him.
He was literally a sperm cell.
I'm going to attempt to explain this movie, and I don't know how the hell I'm going to do it because it literally has no plot, no character development, a bunch of pointless, useless dialogue that adds nothing to the story. It jumps all over the place. It's a damn mess. So I'm going to try to explain this movie the best I can, all right? There's a couple of hitmen that are not your typical hitmen, and Dude, I don't know how to explain the story in this movie, Devin. I really don't know. These hitmen, they're on a job, or not, I don't even think they're hitmen. They're just goons that work for some guy. They're sent to some hotel room to question some dudes and get a case and with some gold thing in it, but you never see what the gold thing is. Then it cuts to one of the goons goes out with their boss's wife and she gets high. They get high and drunk and they go to a restaurant. This restaurant scene is 25 minutes long, dude. It's literally half the movie. And she goes in the bathroom and does some drugs, but then later on they go back to her place and she finds some of his drugs and she does some of his drugs and ODs and he takes her to his drug dealer's house. They shoot her with adrenaline. And then there's some boxer that's being paid to like throw a fight. And then he runs instead. He kills the guy and runs instead and gets kidnapped by some like hillbilly in a fucking pawn shop. And then the boss gets by the hillbillies. This boxer guy like takes a katana and chops them up. This movie's all over the place, dude. I don't even know how to explain the story in this movie, Devin.
Yeah, no.
Help me out here. One of the main characters, one of the goons, the hitman, whatever you want to call it, just randomly gets killed in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, I think that was Pauly Shore.
Yeah, it was Pauly Shore.
So, yeah.
You're right, that was Pauly Shore. And by the way, Pauly Shore's kind of a shitty actor. Let me tell you the thing that pisses me off the most about this movie, Devin. The movie's called Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I didn't see a single fucking glass of orange juice in the entire movie. Because when I think of the word pulp, I think of orange juice. You know, orange juice with no pulp, orange juice with pulp. Which do you prefer, no pulp or pulp?
I like mild pulp.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm a no pulp kind of guy.
Yeah.
But there was no orange juice in the whole movie. There was no reference to pulp in the whole movie.
Well, like I said, I think that's why he wanted OJ. You know.
You know what?
See, that's why he
point.
wanted OJ for the actor.
That's a good
Because
point.
you know they called him Juice. You know that was his nickname.
The intro credits in this movie are entirely too long. Like, just get to the movie. Just get the movie started. I don't want to see a long intro credit sequence that shows everybody that's in the movie and everybody that worked on the movie. I just want the movie to start.
Yeah. Also, what is this 1950? Why are we putting the credits at the beginning?
Yeah.
Put the credits at the end.
Yeah. Or even in the middle. I would be okay with that,
Yeah,
too.
and the middle actually would be good. It'd be a
Yeah.
good way to break it up. You're right.
Exactly.
You're right. Lots of feet stuff in this.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
Is this guy like, does he like feet?
It's very possible. I doubt he'll have a career after this movie, but
Yeah, right.
if he does, I could see him putting feet in all of his movies.
100%. But when I looked it up online and started researching it a little bit, I noticed that it didn't come out in theaters. It first aired on the Disney Channel.
Oh, damn. Pre
On
or
Disney
post Lizzie McGuire?
I think that it was post Lizzie.
Okay, I was already out by then. I was already
Yeah.
off the Disney Channel by then, so I wouldn't have remembered it.
Yeah. This scene in this restaurant, dude, it just kept going and going and going and going. And they're literally just talking. There's all this sexual tension between Pauly Shore and Ewan McGregor, who played the chick. There's all this sexual tension between them, man.
Dude, I'm fucking crying because it made me so sad. Like, this movie fucking disgusts me.
So there's this whole sequence, the boxer guy. Who played the boxer guy? Wasn't that McCauley Culkin? So the boxer guy played by McCauley Culkin, there's like this scene where he's a kid and Christopher Walken of all people. How did they get Christopher Walken in this movie?
for like 2 minutes.
2 minutes, and the whole time he's talking about shoving a watch up his ass.
Yeah, and his friend shoved it up his butt too, and then they would swap it and shove each other.
Exactly. Like, dude, what is wrong with this tarantula guy?
Yeah, and if you do that with your friend, don't tell his son about it.
Yeah. And then there's this weird scene where the boxer guy's with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's like talking about how she wants to have a pot belly and how it's sexy if women have a pot belly.
Yeah, Jada Pinkett Smith.
That was Jada Pinkett Smith, you're right.
Will Smith's husband.
Oh, while I'm here, I might as well eat some Pop-Tarts.
I've never understood the philosophy of putting Pop-Tarts in the toaster.
Right.
I just eat them right out of the wrapper.
Yeah, I do that too.
It takes way too much time to put a Pop-Tart in a toaster.
Right.
And the warmness doesn't even make it that much better.
Right.
And then the brown stuff on the edges gets burnt. Mm-hmm. It's better just raw.
And like, dude, the ending of the movie didn't make any sense at all. Pauly Shore's character was already dead, but all of a sudden he's alive again?
Yeah, dude, he literally took 42 shots to the chest.
Right. There's these people that are gonna rob the diner and like the other guy, the other hitman guy, who played him?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, that's right. Michael B. Jordan. Dude, he's a smooth talker. I'll give him that, because he did talk the people out of robbing him, because they wanted the gold thing in the case, which it turns out was literally just a pile of shit in the case that had been sprinkled with like gold, like sparkles or whatever.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch on to that.
Yeah, man. I can't think of a single redeeming factor of this movie. I will never watch another Quesadilla Tarantula movie again in my life. I don't even know how he still had a career after this. Did he have a career after this?
I don't think he did much. I think he did like Never Ending Story 3, Charlie's Angels 4, Charlie's Back.
I mean, I think it's safe to say this movie's not a keep it, right?
that.
It's definitely not a keep it. So normally when it's not a keep it, it would be a give it away. And we would give it away to you guys on the Instagram page, VHS.Voyage. But I'll be honest, I don't even want to I don't want to put anybody in our audience through this piece of shit movie.
No.
So instead of keeping it or giving it away, we're going to smash this fucking thing with a sledgehammer. I'm going to go out on a limb and say 2.5 out of 10. I'm going to go out on a limb and say 2.5 out of 10.
1 point.
1 point.
Okay, we'll go over the cast. This stars James Corden, Pauly Shore, Jaden Smith.
Sorry. Fuck. Oh, dude, we're not going to do it. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it.
James Corden. Dude, I can't even fucking say the word James Corden.
Wow.
Yeah, my grandma, she plays the Gimp.
The Gimp?
James Corden said his work in this was what inspired the hit YouTube show Carpool Karaoke.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Quesadilla Tomahawk said he originally... Fuck. Yeah, it was fuck, I can't say it. Although you're just gonna have to go.
Yeah, Pauly Shore and Ewan McGregor that played the chick. But I just don't understand how anybody could like this movie. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say 2.5.
1.6.
1.6. It's okay. let me say it again.
Dude, I'm not good.
We're going to have a blooper reel.